I'm about to do another one. Do another one. You still ain't did shit about the other one. Goddamn manners. It's the 6 Paths Commandments. 6 Paths Dice here. Mr. Lane, if you need me, we here. It's the 6 Paths Commandments, baby. 6 Paths TV. Here's 6 Paths TV. We break everything down through my 6 paths of health, which is physical, spiritual, financial, emotional, creative, and romantic. We break those things down through intake and outtake. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I like to say diet and exercise. Basically, input, output. You know, right? So when we look at health that way, we get more of a clearer idea of what a good life is. But the purpose of this channel is to help you to increase and improve your communication. Because if I can help you to improve your communication, I can help you to be more logical. Because the same voice you talk with, I'm saying, same voice you talk with, same voice you think with, right? So that would mean the same logic I think with, the same logic I talk with. So if I can get you to be more of a better communicator, I can get you to be a little more honest. Lead you to a little self-correction. We have a sick obsession with freedom and the idea of doing whatever we want, but the only freedom is in discipline and self-control. That's why you can't have nothing you want, because you have no discipline and self-control. You're not realistic. Energy and time. The time and energy you put into things. So that all that stuff matters. You know, and what we're seeing is, and you know what? Another one of my teachings, the mantras, priorities. What do you prioritize? And prioritizing the wrong things means that you put energy into things that don't, you know, it's bad investments of time. Right? Bad investment of time. So, I don't know. But overall, the point of this channel is to help y'all grow the hell up. The biggest problem I see every day is a bunch of immature ass adults who don't see value in moving forward in life. Like, why don't you, like, you don't, too many of us don't want to be a better person than we was yesterday. Too many of us don't want to be an inspiration to someone. That's a problem. Anywho, but we here to do another breakdown on social catfish. Social catfish, if you don't know, is a channel that focuses on people who are in romance scams. A romance scam is when a person who does not understand people and relationships meets another person online and allows themselves to be, I want to use the word ingratiated, but it's not the right word. But basically what usually happens is this person, this is their job. They do this all day long. So they will play the long game with someone. They'll start texting real slow and start walking you down. And eventually they somewhere in Yugoslavia saying, hey, you got to send me 10K right now. But if you don't got the whole 10K, just send me 50 and I'll figure out what to do. And every other week they are in a Mission Impossible scenario. Every other week. So what's always interesting is at the end of each one of these things, it's like the exact same thing. Boy meets girl, or girl meets boy. They start talking. Eventually, there's some kind of crisis or problem, something happens, and that's because it's always a money scam. It's either they're trying to bleed the person dry or bleed them dry and get them involved in something illegal. So it usually has something to do with transporting cash, picking up cash or illegal items and stuff like that. Maybe they'll basically send money through a few different cash apps so that by the time the money gets to them, they can say that, well, I didn't get that money from them. Like, I got it from this person who's not the victim. And so it's to give a little background. But also, I'm also starting to suspect that Social Catfish may be an anti-red pill channel because they insist on finding the lamest. No disrespect, and I'm sorry for the guys who get caught up in these things, but these are literally the lamest men in America. And I'm sorry you lost your money, but these guys are lame. When you tricking online, that's a whole L. Okay. Anywho, grandma just called. I'm not sure where I was before this and whatnot, but you're gonna have to roll with it. You're gonna have to. I ain't trying to be perfect. You ain't some other videos. Black men stop trying to be perfect. Anywho, we're talking about social catfish. And anywho, I was saying before, they're the lamest niggas in the world to be on here. No disrespect, I'm sorry, but you're lame. All right. When you tricking online, all right, and you're not getting anything, you get nothing. Some of these guys are going out with AI. Anyway, let's go ahead and react to this drawing right here. Another thing too is I'm going to bed early tonight. I said, all right, something got to give. And I think what's going to give is me going to bed early. So I got to end this bitch by 9:30. So I'm going to try to, we ain't going to watch this whole thing. But we're going to get into some
relationship with this woman.
Beautiful girl, very beautiful girl. I think I've always had a passion for Asian women.
Michael dished out tens of thousands of dollars to get his internet girlfriend Z back to the United States.
I took passion for Asian women.
This man thinks he's in an online relationship with this woman.
Beautiful girl, very beautiful girl. I think I've always had a passion for Asian women.
Michael dished out 10.
Yo, who got a passion? What do you mean passion? Like, he's talking about Asian women like there's some kind of career. Like, he's talking about, he's like, fam. Hold on, matter of fact, where am I? I'm not big enough. Fam, you can't have a passion. You have a fetish for Asian women. Let me tell you something. White men, I don't know when it started, okay? But I don't know if it's the World War II thing. Yo, white dudes love some Asians, okay? They love an Asian. I remember like, yo, white dude I used to see at the gym. Never learned my name. Talk to me every day. His name's Steve. And I don't know what this fighting style is called, but it's some shit with sticks. And he knew how to do that shit. It's interesting, really interesting. Anywho, so yeah. Now this is when I was younger. So like, you know, again, the more masculine you become, the more you appreciate when a woman is soft and feminine and, you know, fragile looking. And who's more fragile looking than Asian women? Right? But anyway, I think it was a girl who's working up front, and she was really attractive. But at the time, like, you know, I couldn't. Again, I appreciate all body types, whether you got big booty or not. But you know, but she was like smaller and whatnot, so I didn't really have as much of an appreciation for how a woman made me look and everything, right? And I think she was banging the gym manager too. I saw them at Starbucks. All right, she used to be in his car and everything. Older dude, you know, he's driving Mercedes. Greg, shout out to Greg. I don't know what Greg is doing now. That'd be crazy if Greg just fell off. Shout out to Greg. But anywho, oh my bad. You know, I ain't text my boy. He sent me some bars earlier. Goddamn right, I'm right. I know I'm absolutely right. Anywho. But anyway, I remember he was talking about this girl. And I remember he was it's a passion. He was like, "Oh man, I just love those Asians." You know, he sounded hungry, very hungry tone. But now I understand. White men love Asians and Jennifer Aniston, and apparently, beer. Anywho.
Tens of thousands of dollars to get his internet girlfriend Z back to the United States.
I took cash advances off of a couple credit cards. The money that I had in savings. She tried to go to the airport and leave. They had flagged her passport.
Michael has logged into her bank account and saw close to $800,000.
$782,000 sitting in a bank account in Hong Kong.
The only downside was her account was locked.
I'm hoping she comes home, we get married, and we live happily ever after.
Has she been known to be a liar?
I don't know. I mean, you know, that's why I came to you guys.
Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
Hello, my name's Michael. I'm 53 years old. I live down in Jacksonville, Florida by myself. I'm retired U.S. Army. I have 2 daughters that are grown adults. I've got grandkids. I love riding motorcycles. That is a big passion of mine. I was a big kind of a track football star in high school, good looking and smart. Through high school, through the military, never had a problem with dating what I thought was a good-looking woman. What do they say? Don't date no scrubs. I didn't date no scrubs.
Nope.
I've always dated somewhere anywhere between 10 to 8.
That's not what they say. That is not what they say. Let me come back on camera for a little bit. Sir, that's not what they say. No one said don't date no scrubs. Are you, is that a TLC reference? Yo. Now, this is a great example of the human who existed before all this shit. Look at how much better we are at presenting ourselves. Because you'll see a lot of older guys on here. And they're not used to seeing themselves on camera. So they don't realize how dumb they sound. You got a passion for Asians. That's not a charity. Not a social cause. You're not a social justice warrior. You don't get a passion for Asians. You get a fetish for an Asian. They say, hey, I got an Asian fetish. And I thought it was awesome that this hot Asian broad wanted to talk to me. And that's it. Also, you know what he also doing? I don't like that he doing bad bitch shit. All right. Listen, when these men get on here and say that they never had a problem, sir, you're having a problem right now. I have never had a problem getting a good-looking woman. This is a huge indicator that you are having a problem of getting a good-looking woman when your line of logic, your long-term thinking does not flag and say, yo, I've spent this much money on someone I've never smelt before. You didn't even smell them. You know? She's not even first date scamming you. Not even on the first date scam. Nigga, you just getting scammed. Let's get into it. I just had to stop there. He said, don't wear scrubs. What's wrong with you? I swear, like, white folks, we need supervision, bro. When it comes to anything.
18 years younger than me. I think I've always kind of had a passion for Asian women. My youngest daughter, her mother was from Thailand. We met at a little local restaurant, started dating. I got her pregnant. We got married. My daughter was born December 26, 1992. She picked up a gambling habit. She had a lot of debt. Eventually, she left me. She left when my daughter was very young and never seen her again. After my wife had left, a couple women actually moved in with me and my daughter. We got engaged, just never worked out to marriage. A couple years ago, when I broke up with a long-term girlfriend here in town, it brought me to start looking for Asian women online. I would find someone, talk to them 2 or 3 months. They would end up wanting money for some reason or another. I'd leave that relationship, find another person, start dating somebody else for a while. I picked myself up, wiped myself off, and said, everything's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. Around Christmas time, I'm sitting here by myself as I am the last few Christmases, and I wake up, feed the dog, make my coffee, and kind of text everybody that's in my contacts. I happen to text this current girl, and then from there we kind of decided to pick up a chat, and by the first of the new year we started talking on the telephone. Her name's ZHI.
I see what the problem is. Okay, here we go. Woo, y'all ready to cook? You ready for Big Boy to do some cooking? Y'all ready for some home cooking? Oh man, let's do a little cooking. This is the dude that like being in love. Don't get me wrong, love is great. It just ain't, but romantic, emotional expression just ain't really your job. So let's just think about the picture of a relationship. Because presentation, I don't care what y'all niggas say. Presentation mirrors what's going on, because it takes effort to have a presentation. Let that sink in for a second. I'm gonna have a little sip while y'all let that sink in. Presentation take effort. Some shit looking good take effort. Say it again. Presentation takes effort. So when you see a relationship, right? Let's say you're watching 2 people interact. We gotta think about certain things make people feel like this is a good relationship. Most of the times when both people seem content and happy, which is how it should be. But apparently, we're living in an era where, and again, most of us was raised to think that if I can just make this woman happy, we all gonna be happy, and I'm gonna be happy. And a lot of men who are close to 40 or over 40 realize that that's not how it works. It's not really her job to be happy and just stay happy. Women always want a variety of experiences, no matter how you do it, no matter how calm they are or whatever. They always want a variety. They always want to change it up for the most. That's just female nature. It's normal, right? And that's where you come into to put a limiter on all that shit. You understand? Anyway, get a little bit off subject here. Going back to Beloved, right? Anywho, I need to know what went on with mom and dad, because men who do not get enough attention from their mother and father, they want to anchor who they are in women. And I give it to them. And them pictures, yo, handsome cat. Well, he was a handsome guy, not a bad looking guy now either. You're older cat, but not a bad looking guy either. But it seems as though he's still basing the kind of relationships he wants to have off of when he was younger. And this is why, and I mean, I'm not, maybe I missed it and everything, but it's like, bro, that's why being censored on your purpose makes you more efficient. It makes you more efficient, man. All right, and basing your life more on that and not on is somebody in love with me? Do somebody love me? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Love is great, and love can have many definitions, but people mainly mean romantic love and intimacy. And the reality is this, and especially if you're a man, the more valuable you are, the more you're an op and treated like an op because you're seen as less human. If someone doesn't see you as human, they can't relate to you. When you can't relate to someone, it's hard to have any empathy for someone that you cannot relate to. Why would you? Well, I gotta go. I'm gonna keep cooking though. Fair use, y'all. Fair use. Relax.
Z Hong, 5'7", black hair, brown eyes, maybe 115, 120 pounds, almond eyes, like most Asians. Beautiful girl, very beautiful girl. She's always dressed nicely when I see her. She sounds like she's kind of been raised in an English setting. I can tell the Asian accent, but she has that little bit of like an old English slang. When I first met her, she was supposedly living in Jacksonville. I thought she was Chinese because it said that she had lived in Hong Kong before. I thought I was pretty good at knowing different Asians from different Asians. She told me that she was Vietnamese American. Her dad was a refugee and met her mother in California, had her. Her dad went back to Vietnam when she was around 5 years old. And she just said, I grew up with my mother. I was married, divorced from 3 years. So she tells me she's been in Jacksonville, in the town that I'm in.
Fair use.
So we got to know each other a little bit, just kind of general talking.
Hold on,
she would call me and talk to me for 5-10 minutes.
What you mean the town you went, bro? What?
She told me she had worked for the WHO, which is supposed to be the World Health Organization. She took off one.
She told him that she worked for the WHO. She said, I work for the WHO? Yo, son, hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Because I'm like, yo, that's savage. World. Okay. So that actually is a thing. I'm about to say, yo, that's cold.
One afternoon, said she was deploying to Turkey. She got a Turkish phone number, and we continued the conversation. I just call her Z, honey, babe,
I'm out,
sweetheart. So a lot of times she'll call me boo. When she'll text me, she'll say, love you, and I'll say, I love you.
Yo, she told the nigga, hey, listen. I know I said I live near you, but you starting to ask a lot of questions now. What's going to have to happen is, I'm out. I'm going to Turkey, bitch. That's basically what happened. She just say, yo, I'm going to Turkey. Who the fuck goes to Turkey? Jay, we deploy. What's up with these words you using, my bro? Yeah, I really don't like when people use the incorrect verbiage for stuff. Now, I don't even know if that's the right verbiage. Or that's if I'm using verbiage correctly, but it sounds good. He said he got a passion for Asian women. And then he said deployed, sir. She's not a soldier. Okay? It's not the Hurt Locker. Deployed. Come on, man. It's gracious. Guys is out of control.
Love you more. And she'll say, I love you to death. Very upbeat, very spunky. We've only had a few arguments, and that was basically over money issues. She had texted me, how are you doing? I'm still not feeling well. Told me that she had went to the hospital, didn't know what her symptoms was. Eventually told me, said, hey, I found out that my appendix needs to be removed. And then she said, I really need your help. I don't know how to reach out to anybody else. What can you do for me? I said, well, what is it that you need? She came out and told me, she said, they need $3,000 to start the procedure. So I decided to send money. I kind of thought, well, why not just give her some? It was for hospital bills, and I felt like it was the kindness out of my heart that I was doing it, and it just escalated from there. I have what's called Zelle through my bank account. It's $1,000 max a day. So it took me 3 days in a row to send her money. In the meantime, these 3 or 4 days that went by, her appendix busted. So then they took her into emergency surgery, which cost more. I sent her some more money while she was in there. She actually sent me a picture of the bill that they had written in Turkish. It was like the hospital bill. She said, honey, is there any way you can help me pay part of this? So I said, I'll send you 2 more thousand. Was in the hospital recovering.